It may very well be a head-up display that only has a few features, but the features it does have are good, and to be honest, are really all you need from a head-up display as well. And they are also features that you are not going to find with a lot of other HUDs either. The way the G15 head-up display combines its multiple speed alarm feature with its attractive atmosphere lighting is one reason why this could be the head-up display for you. Not only will it monitor your speed visually, but it will also do it audibly as well. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello and welcome to the channel, and I hope you like today's video. If you like smart home and automotive technology content, then hit that subscribe button because that's what you're going to see on this channel. Today's video is all about this, the G15 head-up display. And I honestly think this is quite possibly one of the best head-up displays that is currently available at the time of this review anyway. I personally absolutely love this head-up display, and you're going to see why. Now, it's definitely not because it has loads of features that I can use and have fun playing with my car every day, because it doesn't. And that's expected for a GPS-controlled head-up display, which is exactly what this is. But the minimal features it does have are all you need from a basic head-up display that the majority of most people would probably purchase just to monitor their speed. And for a head-up display you intend to purchase just for that reason alone, I honestly think the G15 is the perfect head-up display for you. This is seriously a very good device. As you can see, this device is quite a plain looking design, but with a very long and skinny base, of which it needs for one of its best features in my opinion. Being GPS controlled, it's powered up off 5 volts, and to use it you just use the supplied micro USB cable, which plugs into here, and then you just plug the cable into a spare USB port that is available in your car. The controlling of this device is all done by using the built-in scrolling wheel here on the top of the device. You use this to navigate through the different settings of the device, and pressing the scrolling wheel also works as a simple confirmation button and display mode selection switch as well. Now, as for the basic features this head-up display offers, well, first of all, and most importantly, it does support both kph and mph, so kilometers per hour and miles per hour, which is great. And if you find the speed is not accurate enough to your speedometer of your car, this can also be adjusted through the device's settings. It has the common built-in satellite meter, as you can see here, which can be used to confirm that you have a successful connection between the head-up display itself and the satellites above. It also has a built-in compass, which you can see just below the satellite meter. This could be useful for navigating your way around. It's never a feature I personally ever use, but it would be useful to some people. And another feature it has is also a built-in clock. This is good news for all the head-up display clock lovers. I do agree having a clock built into the head-up display does have its uses. The clock also supports both 12-hour and 24-hour time formats as well. One really cool feature this head-up display does offer in regards to this clock is you can combine it with the speed monitoring feature as well. So when you're at a standstill, the clock will be displayed like it is now. But when you drive off, the clock that is currently displayed on the HUD will disappear, and only your speed will be displayed instead, as I will demonstrate now. As you can see, the clock has now disappeared, and now it's only displaying the speed that I'm currently doing. Now if I turn into this road on my left and pull over again, it should go back to the clock. Just like that. I have to admit, I really do like that feature. A built-in trip meter is also another feature that is supported with this device, which is useful for keeping track of the mileage that you have covered on your trip. It does also, like a lot of other head-up displays, measure the amount of time as well that you have been on the road for. And while I'm mentioning that, a fatigue driving alarm is also another feature that is supported. By default, the alarm is set to 8 hours, which is definitely a very long time to drive without taking a break. So it would be expected after driving for 8 hours that you would become tired. And after that 8-hour period, the head-up display will sound an audible and visual alarm to advise you that it might be a good idea to pull over and have a rest. This 8-hour time period is of course adjustable, and I personally have it set from 8 hours to 3 hours because there is no way I would drive any longer than 3 hours without pulling over for a rest first. This is a convenient safety feature to have, and it is also a common feature with a lot of other head-up displays as well. Auto brightness and dimming is also supported with this device and can also be manually controlled as well if required. I always find the auto brightness feature of a head-up display to be more than adequate for my personal preferences, so I never need to manually adjust anything, but this feature is there for those of you who want it. At the moment, as you can probably tell, the sun is like glaring very brightly through the windscreen of the car, and the display is still very clear to see. The G15 display I personally have found to be very clear to see throughout the entire day, like all day, all night. The visibility of it is seriously extremely good with this device. Of course, not being a projective display definitely does help with that as well. Now, as you can see, there are also two lights built into the head-up display's long and skinny base as well, and they are used for another feature known as atmosphere lighting. This feature is nothing new, but with this device the way it works is simply awesome. And that's because this feature has been combined with the speed monitoring feature of this device as well. So therefore, this will allow you to know roughly how fast you are going simply by looking at the atmosphere lights and noticing the color that they're displaying on the head-up display while you are driving. So yes, using this feature, you can drive by color as well. This is a seriously good feature, and here is an example of how it works. When your car is at a standstill, for example just sitting on the side of the road parked up like I am now, the lights will be illuminated a dark blue color, just like that, and they will stay that color until you start driving. So if I start driving away now, when I get up to about 20k, they will change to green, like that. And now when I get up to 40k, they will change to a cyan blue color, like that. This is a really great feature because I roughly know what my speed is just from the color of the lights, and I don't actually have to check my actual speed on the display at all. Now, what about a speed alarm? Does this head-up display have a speed alarm feature? Yes, it definitely does have a speed alarm feature, and it's also one of the best speed alarm features I have ever used with any head-up display before as well. And part of that reason is due to it not only having one speed alarm, but 4 speed alarms. And yes, they are all visual and audible alarms as well. So yes, you can set up 4 separate individual speed alarms with this head-up display. I have never ever seen a head-up display with more than 3 speed alarms before. And if you follow this channel, you will already know that multiple speed alarms is one of my favorite features to have with a head-up display. In my opinion, this feature is just so incredibly important. So a big thank you to the designers of the G15. You are awarded 5 gold stars for including this fantastic feature into your device. So how does this multiple speed alarm feature actually work then? Well, to demonstrate that, I have set up 4 different speeds in the device. One for 40 kilometers an hour, one for 50 kilometers an hour, one for 60 kilometers an hour, and one for 70 kilometers an hour. Now, when I get up to each of these individual speeds, the head-up display will flash the lights in the color red and then sound an audible alarm as well at the same time, which I will now demonstrate for you. Is that not one of the best speed alarm features you have ever seen with a head-up display before? It is definitely one of the best I've ever seen. Now, not everyone wants or even likes to have a visual speed alarm feature with their head-up display like I do. And the good news is, if you don't like it and you don't want to use it, you don't have to either. Not only can the atmosphere lights be turned off like that, which when done, the speed alarm will now only sound an audible alarm for you only. It won't flash the atmosphere lights anymore at all when a speed alarm is triggered. For example, like this. But the audible speed alarm can be turned off as well. So the atmosphere lights of the visual speed alarm feature is all you will see, like this. So you can have one or the other on at a time, both of them on at the same time, or even both of them off. So there is no speed alarm to see or hear at all. Turning off the internal speed alarm buzzer is as simple as just pushing and holding the scrolling wheel to the left until it beeps 3 times like that. Repeating this procedure again will turn it back on. So when you hear 2 beeps, it means the buzzer is on, and when you hear 3 beeps, it means the buzzer is off. If the speed alarm is set and you have turned the buzzer off, the lights will still flash when the speed alarm is triggered, as you have already seen, unless of course you have turned the atmosphere lights off as well. Now there are also a few different display modes you can choose from when using the G15 Head Up Display as well. Of course, the most common mode that everyone would use would be the speed display by itself. Then there's the clock display by itself. Alternatively, you can choose to have both the clock and the speed displayed. As I demonstrated before, the clock, of course, is only displayed at a standstill. Then there's the satellite display mode, the trip meter display mode, or a distance traveled time display mode as well. And lastly, you can also change the color of the atmosphere lights as well, if you want to. And you have 5 colors to choose from if you want to do that. And that about covers all the display modes you get with the G15 Head Up Display, as it does not offer a lot of other features, being such a simple HUD, but a good one as well, of course. Anyway guys, that is how the G15 Head Up Display works, and from my experience with it so far, it works incredibly well. And it's been incredibly reliable as well throughout the entire review. It is definitely one of my favorite head-up displays that I have reviewed so far. There are definitely a lot of other cheaper head-up display options available. At the time of this review, the G15 is going to cost you approximately 40 New Zealand dollars, but the cheaper head-up displays do not have the same features that this one does, and in my opinion, it's the features that makes this device so good. The atmosphere lighting feature is great, and I was certainly not expecting this HUD to support up to 4 different speed alarms. Head-up displays with multiple speed alarms are not so common to find, but it is a feature that the G-series head-up displays do continue to keep supporting, and that's one of my favorite things about the G-series HUDs. If you're looking for a GPS-controlled HUD that will do all the basics for you, the G15 here is an HUD that I could highly recommend. Of course, it's not going to be able to monitor your battery voltage, water temperature, oil temperature, or anything like that. Only the OBD2 head-up displays are going to be able to do that type of thing for you. But not everyone wants all those features with an HUD anyway, and sometimes neither do I either. This HUD has obviously not been designed to do any of that stuff. It's just been designed to do the basics, and it does all of that incredibly well. Anyway guys, that now brings us to the end of another video, and thank you so much for watching. I have put a link in the description area below for anyone who is interested in purchasing the G15 head-up display for themselves. I am sure it is a HUD that a lot of people would love, just like me. Anyway, if you liked this video or found it helpful, then please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel, where you can watch even more videos, which I upload every week, and I hope to see you all in the next video.